We need to get some W's in the chat right now and immediately for YT4000. YT4000 went on a mission, and that mission was to get an album guaranteed. Not only did they spend a ridiculous amount of time watching the stream, earning tuning forks, the currency that is earned on Twitch for just watching my stream, and using all of those tuning forks to buff the album, but he got a whole bunch of other people to buff the album with him. That, or they just chose to do it because the album is well-liked by the community. That remains to be seen, but a whole bunch of people in the community spoke up and banded together and said, that album on the pie needs to be listened to by our guy. So, we're doing it. Guys, I have no clue who Between the Buried and Me is. I have no idea what the Parallax 2 future sequence is. I don't know if this is a scenario where I am walking in and to part 2 of a universe I'm not going to understand. So definitely give me some context. Speaking of context, I have context in the Discord from our beloved Discord crew. Between the Buried and Me consists of Tommy Rogers Jr., lead vocals and keyboards, Paul Wagoner, guitar and BGVs, Dan Briggs, bass and keys, and Blake Richardson on drums. Wow, excuse me, LaCroix burp. Formed in North Carolina in 2000, with Dan and Blake joining in 2005, solidifying the Between the Buried and Me formula. They replaced a guitarist during Me Too with Tristan Aumann, who appears on their newest album, The Blue Nowhere. Their influences include King Crimson, Faith No More, Queen, Pink Floyd, Sepp Ultra, and Pantera. A couple of those I've never listened to really either of these two artists. The Parallax is a story of two beings existing in separate realities, one peaceful and one destructive. The destructive entity is tasked with finding a new home for a doomed humanity, while the peaceful one is here on Earth, and they share a consciousness. They become aware of each other at the end of Parallax 1. Side note, the lyrics on title can be wonky and lose track of where it actually is in the song, as they always are. Guys, here we are. It's the context crew. I need to know, guys, have you heard this album before? Are you familiar with it? Or are you raw dogging a very first listen with me? I am going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. These people over here are the best people. Come hang out with us. Come discover music with us. I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. It seems like more people here are raw doggers than familiars, so I guess the familiars have really been working overtime on this one. That or YT has just been on a constant grind. Who's to say? Guys, I guess we hop on into it, huh? Let's see what this is about. Goodbye to Everything from Between the Buried and Me on the Parallax 2 future sequence. Here we go. Wow. I love the atmosphere here. The little bells. When you guys said metal, this isn't what I was thinking it was going to be at all. This is kind of like, it's very atmospheric. It feels like, yo, you Geppetto, welcome to the Brewskis, homie. Let's switch off together. Let's float to no more. Goodbye to everything. This kind of reminds me of Yes. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. It definitely has to me that it's got a like kind of that like speed metal Dragon Ball Z anime intro thing that I've been saying I wanted so much. Like whatever genre Dragon Ball Z's whatever that genre is, I've said before, point me to it, right? This kind of reminds me of that, but with more of an atmospheric, spacey thing going on. The panic. Whoa! Those transition moments are ripping, like down. Trapped in myself. Get a little clean tone there. Very cinematic an album, and I'm loving that. You've heard me talk a lot about how I love how albums tell stories. I love getting put into a universe. I love feeling like it doesn't have to have verse chorus structures to it for it to work. It just makes it a better experience. That they have the ability to go from these like really tame metal moments to these like really big blown out in your face metal moments. This is yeah. And we're back. Have a good one, brother. This ending, though. I'm glad I let that transition happen so that I could get a good jump scare eyebrow lift out of that. Golly. Man. And we didn't get the donk from Tidal on that one, putting us into some random what just happened moment album like Wild Honey by the Beach Boys, very autobiographical story. This is an incredible display already, going from that opening song, really establishing like I was not thinking metal. I thought maybe I was getting punked or something. And then we end up in that Astral Body song, and you just like that the guitar back and forth parts, how you hear the guitars doing different things in either ear, which I'm thinking is like two guitar players that are distinctly intentionally both of them doing stereo guitar stuff. So in some moments you're hearing separate, like one on right, one on left, and then in other moments you're hearing like they're both doing stereo stuff. So it really, the two of them create an awesome atmosphere off the two of each other. But then you have these like awesome lead parts where they just shred the piss out of their guitars. I really love their tones, like TOAN for days. I'm going to let that transition happen again. The beginning and end of that song alone. A lot of sound in between. When the vocals are that aggressive, sometimes I do have a little bit of a hard time with it. It's not always, but I do like to have a little bit more, I do like to have a little bit cleaner a voice.
If only I could see myself right now. Transforming my mind into an I recognize the monster. Smooth over the eyes, smooth over the lips. Living error is the path I need. Specified living in you.
I can handle this. I think a bit of that's the point, though, right? Like, they want a lot happening with it. It's very complex. It's very structured. Like, there's always something happening. It definitely, like, I feel like I would like this album more if the band took their ADHD medicine, so to speak. It definitely goes around, but I think that that's being done in more of a cinematic way than a ADHD way. I think that is simply them kind of telling the story of the song. And they're taking you from scene to scene to scene to scene, kind of moment to moment. I love that they're sober as well. That's super, super cool. But I definitely feel like it's not structured like a song. It's structured like a story. I imagine Cookie Monster as the front man, and I enjoy it. The music I really like. I've had a hard time getting behind some vocal moments, but I love what is happening. See this part? I think that this really goes on to show that it's like a part of the journey, right? We don't all like the villain scene, right? But it makes the story really good. Nobody wants to be the villain. And in this particular context, the overly aggressive vocals don't hit me as like try-hard aggressive metal. It hits me as like a character in a story. Like, to that word, yes, intentional. Death growls are often referred to as Cookie Monster vocals. I did not know that, so that should show my ignorance there. In this context, this hits me as more storytelling than, like, just harsh singing. I can deal with this, like, truly, in its own way, but this is the kind of music that I would probably not revisit all the time. It would be kind of like a Blue Moon scenario, because I have to, my energy will latch on to the energy of whatever music I listen to. So if it's a little heavy, your boy gets a little aggressive. And when I say aggressive, I mean just loud energy. Like, I will be a person whose voice is louder in those moments. It's just kind of a weird way it works, but it's as honest as I can be about it. I'm an empathetic music listener. This is nice. This has probably been the most user-friendly way I've ever heard vocals like this. That's how I feel about this. I am not, and I've made it a point in the channel to say, like, I have a hard time with over-the-top, like as you guys said, Cookie Monster vocals. This doesn't give me that same rub, and maybe it's because it's an element more cinematic, you know. And if I wasn't reading lyrics and kind of like knowing a little bit of the backstory, I might be inclined to feel differently. But knowing what I'm getting into, like if I sat down with this album and listened critically versus I just had this on in the background, those would be two distinctly different experiences for me with this album. Having to sit down with it, having the lyrics, having the conversation, having the context provides a layer of depth that makes it cool. Walking into this, there might be moments where I'm like, ooh, sweet, but other moments where I'd be like, But those moments don't happen because I have the context that fill in what might otherwise be, you know? Am I making any sense? Like, it feels like this moment is we're on, like, the world of destruction world side, and we're kind of seeing this dude, like, spin out internally, you know? Now we're in Evil Circus? It sounded like we just heard a moment where this guy in the world of destruction is like idly just driving in his car with the radio on, and then it snaps back to his thoughts. Right here. Yeah, this is a fretless for sure. now we're back to the guy that's not losing it. Love that part. This has been my favorite part of the song. The off-timing moments. Chorusy bass. Really hits you in the face there. Effectively narratives of this person that is like living in two existences and is somehow aware of both. Is that kind of what I'm gathering here? And what we're hearing is kind of the head thoughts of both of the same person in two different realities. Okay, got it. Well, I got to run an ad, but we're gonna come back in and get into the song Autumn. And it seems like maybe it's kind of going, you know, the big songs seem to be followed up by some little guy. Well, maybe not consistently throughout the album. Okay. Either way, be right back. Did something happen while I was gone? It seems like you guys went offline and came back. My recording never stopped. It's telling me on stream I have been going for 4 hours, and 44 minutes. But it tells me on Twitch that I've only got 5. So I think for once, this was on your end and not mine. For once, it wasn't me. Beautiful. Anyways, getting back into it. Hey, yo, Dipstick, welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Rooskies, make our new friend feel at home. Yeah, I've been going for like 4 hours. Almost 5. So this is Autumn, and I'm guessing we're just in a transition from one big song to another? Yeah, this isn't the Beach Boys. Whoa! Hang on, let me change the stream title for you. Between the Buried and Me. Boom. Now we're good. That transition really jumps right in there, huh? So the next one is Extremophile Elite. Whoa. What up, Tuna Biscuit? See, I'm digging this. Double time. What's up, Angry Bug? Welcome to the Rooskies, homie. Are we aware of each? See, this is what I'm saying. It feels like you're hearing the same character, but you're hearing one version in the universe that's like really dark and like you know, going down, and the other in just kind of a normal phase of life. To think about the fact that they'd have to remember how to play these songs, I almost feel like the only way you do that is if you play them all sequentially in a row and you just treat the whole thing as one straight song. Maybe you practice it in sections, I don't know. But it feels like it would be a pretty tough thing to perform without the rest of it. Give me a moment. I'm kind of having trouble finding my way. There we are. Sorry, it took me forever. When the lyrics don't sync, it is tough. Let me bring it back again. These moments make some tough sense to me. How's it going, Indy? What up, homie? Not doing too bad. Definitely exploring music today. Hey, Davey, thank you, homie. You have a good one. Thank you, man. All over the place, panning. Welcome, hey non. Welcome to the Rooski. I love this little breakdown. This guitar tone is incredible. The guitar harmony. Definitely has a little bit of a stew vibe. A little bit of a dragon vibe. I can't take away from them their virtuosic playing. Let me ask you this. A while ago, I listened to a band. I just listened to one song, and I got totally cooked in the comments. But it didn't tune my fork. The band's name was Sleep Token, I think. They had more of a hip hop intersection of it. But they definitely kind of reminded me in some parts of this. Are they a contemporary, or like are they flying in the same circles, or is it like maybe just them being more rap oriented keeps that from happening, but or hip hop oriented? I don't know. They're definitely, from what I could tell in that one song, like a genre melting pot, but some of the stuff reminded me of this. No, they shared bills. Okay, that would stand to reason. Likes to blend many genres. Yeah, that's what I noticed in that one song. I'm not going to lie. This one, there are so many parts in this that I like, but it doesn't compile a bunch of songs that I like. I like moments. I think that there are certain things that are going through this, and I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. But for me, it's almost like watching a pretty action-packed movie. I'm not really an action movie guy. I'll watch them. I'll get invested in the story, whatever. I'll be there. But I'll typically watch every action movie like once. Whereas I might watch, like, because I'm one of those guys, like a rom-com or a friggin' just pure comedy several times. This is one of those ones where I'm like glad I'm seeing the movie. I'm glad I've heard it. It definitely has some standout parts. Obviously, we're like halfway through the album, but it's not right now like blowing my dick off. It's just kind of like, it's definitely an interesting metal concept. And yeah, they absolutely found a way for me to not be so averted to the really gnarly lyrics. But it's a sequence. Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Song structure versus sequence. I could see that. There is a lot happening here, and there is so many different kind of scenes to what it is we're hearing. There is a lot of really cool parts. The screaming is, like I said, not always for me. The clean voice, I really enjoy. I love the guitar harmony work. There's some really cool, like I said, standout parts to me. But it's not compiling a huge thing that I really, really, really love. Something I'm happy I'm hearing. Something that does not rub me the wrong way, but not so far something that's like wowing me. I feel like I'm going to get flamed for that. Let's bring that transition back. Yep, whole album reaction. See, but these moments where you go from such big to such kind of like the calm after the storm moments. Exactly, support your local musicians.
Every time I closed my eyes, I saw my astral body in space. For nights on end, I watched myself. I knew my pain was the same. Loss, self-doubt, isolation.
Some pog rakes.
Neither constructed or taken away. We have always known our options.
By pog, I mean polyphonic octave generator, by the way.
Twice the relativity of time and space in our shared conscious which brought us together. Now we are one. Two forces entwined to make a decision.
Big fan. Is this John Cale? This is the song The Black Box, and it seems like it may be another transitionary piece. Moody Blues vibe for some reason. You know, I've never listened to the Moody Blues. What a delicate still moment in the midst of this massive album.
I see
Kind of spaghetti westerny.
built it from nothing. Let fringed wings free. Come soar with me.
I'm gonna play cross harp on this because it's kind of got that bluesy thing going on, that like spaghetti westerny like reverby harmonica. Give me 1 sec. Let me just make sure I'm not gonna blow all of our ears out really quick. And check. Okay.
Fringed wings free. Come soar with me.
Oh, they changed keys on me, the jerks.
From nothing. Let fringed wings free. Come soar with me.
Metalheads in the comments, I hope you're not mad at me. Understand, if you're watching this and this is your first impression of any of my videos, anytime music makes me want to grab an instrument, that is the ultimate sign of respect I can pay. That it makes me want to participate. And while I haven't been like overtly like jumping for joy with the album, it made me want to play. It made me want to play. So there is something certainly captivating about the sound. And just so you know, like, that says enough to me. I don't have to obsess over it for me to appreciate it. And I think that that's the beauty of music appreciation and music discovery. The more you learn to appreciate. And in that appreciation, you can hear something that's not necessarily in your taste. Be like, yo, I'm glad I did that. Probably wouldn't again, but I'm glad I did it. I got that, you know? I'd say metal is probably like, you know, one of the it's an interest I have, but I have a pretty specific interest in the realms of it, right? Something like this that I can kind of organically just jump in, I love. I love that a metal album can encompass this moment, and I'm love it.
Come soar with me.
Thank you, metalheads, for the love. Did they totally change keys on us, though? I thought so. Nice transition there. I would like to point out that the black box got a like. It's crazy to me that that's the same song that I was playing the harmonica on, you know? Cool stuff. And then flying right into the next song, Telos, there. I'm not mad about how that transpired. That was a real good moment. I appreciated it. This band has dissociative identity disorder. If music could, it would. Trey, what's up, homie?
We'll do this right, I'll do the rise. When the worry every night down, pushing deep down. They glide down the line. This gives you the anxiety.
Skin suit of anxiety.
We'll do this right, I'll do the rise. We'll be worry every idea. Push it down. They glide past the cover. This gives you the anxiety. You must be the word. Just do it, you'll die. We'll do this for real, for sport. Ride the mountain of it. We'll do this right, want to cover.
You know, there's certainly a prog rock element to the metal here. There's no doubt about it. Like, there's certainly an element of prog rock, but it really feels like, in some ways, equal parts like cinema or radio stories. You know, like it like kind of a unique radio fantasy sci-fi thing. It's so interesting, but it's like, I find myself liking it more for the story and the ride than I am the music, and I don't know if that's just me or not. And by the way, Tuna Biscuit came back with a tier 1. Thank you, homie. I'm sorry I didn't notice that earlier. You actual friggin' beauty.
We'll be worry every idea. Push it down. They glide past the cover. This gives you the anxiety.
This guitar part is ripping. guitar part reminds me of Megadeth. Me moshing would be a whole bunch like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, no, sorry. That's pretty much what me moshing would be like. That is genuinely what me moshing would be like. Hi to Sammy, thank you for the tier 1. Everybody would be like, okay, man. Then they'd move me to the outside, just the very outside of the mosh pit. And then I would be like, while, and occasionally getting bumped by the people that are in the mosh. And I would, of course, be considered in the mosh because I'd be right there on the outside of the circle. So it's definitely not mosh adjacent. It would definitely be me being in the mosh pit. I would just be on the right there on the outside of it, getting occasionally bumped and bobbing my head. Bunch like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, no, sorry. That's pretty much what me moshing would be like. Yeah, it's accurate. Hey! Best part of the album right now. Oh my gosh! Best part of the album. Very Floydy. Less Floydy now. Is it? Sorry, this has just been a nightmare every time. Yeah, this has definitely been the best song. And hey, Clarky needs out. Give me a moment while I let my beautiful beast outside. Hey, beautiful beast! gotta go outside, sweet boy. I love you. Oh, Clarky Malarkey. That guy. Friggin' that old so-and-so. Thursday, I'm taking my daughter, who just found out she's pregnant, who just found out that she pregnant with my grandbaby, to see David Byrne for. Yo, that is awesome, dude. That is fantastic. I'm seeing David Byrne on literally a 6 days from now, and I cannot wait. Did I stay in his mind? Kent. W's for Clayton there. That is amazing. It's just, these parts are a little rubby to me. Goodbye to everything. Doing it was sort of a bit to Think will make a clicking sounds. With our anxiety, with the trial. Doing it was sort of a bit to Think will make a clicking gotta be so tired. The bass lines are also unreal. These guys are all like god tier, virtuosic level players at their own instrument. The drummer has gotta be such a hoss to be able to drum as hard as he is and as fast as he is for some of these moments. But then, like, the bass line is keeping up with the drummer as it goes through. And there's not, like, necessarily, I guess, like, regular bass line moments. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, like, a little bit of a, you know, bass part. Whoa. Wait, the guy that drummed this song, this band, did like Dave Matthews Band Ants Marching? Are you saying like Ants Marching like that? Are you saying he did like Dave Matthews Band's Ants Marching? When we're done here, that's the first thing we're doing. When we're done here, one of you guys send that video to a mod on duty. When we're done with this album, that is the first thing I am watching, okay? I might even do a wardrobe change. This is a stretch for the album as well. Okay. The guitar harmonies again, amazing. And the 12-bar blues moment. Not gonna lie to you, this has been one of the stronger songs in the album to me too. Like, some of the moments, the aggressive vocals do grip me a little bit. Like, some of the moments I actually do have a little bit of like a toughie. You know, though, I was literally gonna say, Bandmade fan, that like this particular, like some of the moments on this really do remind me of Bandmade. Also a little bit of Love Bites, if I'm being real. Just like some of the moments on this have reminded me of that. Bandmade is awesome, and they've been dropping a whole bunch of new music. I've noticed, like live shows. If you like hard rock and really sweet, like honestly, I think Bandmade right now might have my favorite female drummer in the world. I think Akane is probably my favorite female drummer in the world right now. Listen to Bandmate, dude. It's worth it. I think I do need to jump into a few more of their things. What's up, Bandmate fan? How's it going, homie? This song kind of reminds me of Igor.
Your purpose is clear. We never knew. Floating back to days of
Didn't even notice it went into the next song. Wow. So here's the thing. I actually liked both of those last two songs. And if you heard that noise, that was me, by the way, not you. Let's see. Good news, though. My antivirus didn't find any threats. I've got to run an ad, and then, yeah, it actually perfect timing. I'm glad I thought to do that, because if I would have started that song, I'd have ended up running it back. So, guys, what are your thoughts on it so far? Let me know. Give me your thoughts. I am going to run an ad, and then we're going to come back and maybe finish it before the next ad break. Who knows? Be right back. I think the vocals are an acquired taste is a pretty good way to start that one out. Let's take it from the transition. Love this part. When they go into the clean vocals, man, I really do find myself enjoying it. I think I will probably stream on Monday. I don't Tuesday I won't be here. Wednesday I'm preparing. I'll be packing, getting ready to go to Vegas the following morning. And probably just gonna have an easy night with the lady Rooski as we anticipate a fun weekend at the Sphere with the fish from Vermont, the fans from all over, and being at the Sphere. Some of it is a little hard for me to follow sometimes. I love the transition moments like this. These moments have made it a fun album.
Why did
with his bass. This drummer is killing it right now. Thank you for gifting 10 subs. What the heck, man? Yo, thank you. 5-8 on a 4-4. If you got a gifted sub from Zen, thank that dude. Friggin' beauty. Thank you. The bass is just so good. One of my favorite sections of the whole album, this moment here. Back to the reprise thing. A little bit of attention and release for sure. I still think right now, Telos is my favorite, but this section from 8 to 10 has been the best part of the album to me. Interesting little crash landing there. I'm guessing we're getting to fade into Silent Flight Parliament. Let's see what's going on with this one. Yeah, getting near the end, only 17 minutes to go. Let me know, guys, does this song or does the album stick the landing? And for the first timers of you out there, let me know, how is it hitting ya? Let me go shut my door. That way, if he decides to take a lay, you guys get to see the sweet boy. All right, here we go. It absolutely has. The building drive thumping behind in the drums here.
must do.
I gotta say, it just hit me that this is the same stream that we started off listening to the Beach Boys album Wild Honey. You music explorers on the live show have such an eclectic taste. You have such it's so cool to me that you guys stuck around with me through the Beach Boys Wild Honey, through Cans, Tagamago, and now here between the Buried and Me. What an eclectic day of listening. Golly, that just occurred to me. It would be truly hard to get that more different, yeah. Underneath the Animalia rock and roll, for sure. Goated bass. I'm not gonna lie to you, YT. Mission accomplished, homie. You got me out of my comfort zone. This was certainly a push, but it's like exactly what it is we kind of want here. Not everything is going to be a guaranteed easy listen to me, but I think that when you go outside of your comfort zone, sometimes you hear things that stick with you, and sometimes those things that stick with you cause you to go back and re-listen to the thing so you can hear the thing that stuck to you, and it makes other things grow on you and stick to you. And with that said, yeah, I've made it pretty clear that this has not been my typical musical taste. I've made it pretty clear when some things kind of rubbed me. I've made it pretty clear when, like, I'm just not a fan of a moment or like this, that, or the other thing. I'm not gonna like suck it, like, suck up to the album so that people are nice to me in comments. I think at the end of the day, I can absolutely appreciate this without saying it's my favorite thing ever. And to the point of the music, it's incredibly creative. It's incredibly dynamic. It's incredibly versatile. It does so much. But is it my personal taste? Not really. I've absolutely heard things that wowed me. But I'm not like wowed to the point of like obsession and like wanting to return. But I am impressed enough to where I'd be like, oh, I know who would like this, and would send it to somebody in my personal circle, that kind of thing. Like, I don't think I'm just hearing a whole bunch of like fart sounds, it doesn't feel like that, but it doesn't hit me in the tuning fork, and that's fine.
Wish
Can anybody give me kind of a TLDR synopsis of the story? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying my darndest to follow along and I'm catching some parts. But if there's a grander story that I'm missing out on, do let me know. Is there carryover from album 1 to album 2 that I'm just completely like missing? This moment rips.
My mind tells you to cut out pieces to form
It's harmony, baby. This part kind of gizzy. What? I'm definitely hearing the Igor comparison in those stop moments. I think Igor a little bit more eclectic with genre melting pop. This is unique. Definitely a bit of a Mr. Bungley vibe.
the rise of the sun. They are sleeping, holding each other like it's the last. And it is open the valve.
Well, Torn, you know, I don't know. I don't know about. You know, we just recently listened to this really crazy band that had a bass player with just 2 strings. Give me a second. I will tell you. Morphine is who you should be listening to. I don't know if you've listened to much Morphine, but you should listen to Morphine. You should listen to Morphine.
Feel the room, and it is open the valve. Say goodbye to everything before
they open the moments up like this, it's so nice. The siren thing? This song does feel like a whole different episode. Strict forms are owls. Thank you. Strigophone. Strigoformis. These parts kind of get me rubbed raw because they just like he says really long phrases and they just hold the drums out while he does it and then they go into the next part. And yeah, I know it breaks up the timing and stuff and it creates interesting transitions and tensions and stuff, but sometimes it just goes against my grain a bit. Let's go. Payoff, baby. We're about to get the Master Sword.
Future
transition into the final song. First timers, how did it hit you? Harmonies, baby. So, even if my favorite part of the album is the ending and that it's over, it's because of this really awesome atmospheric soundscape space thing that's happening. And not because I thought it sucked. It's not everything is going to be for me. It's a little bit all over the place. It was certainly a journey, you know. It's the fear and loathing of Las Vegas of metal albums. For sure. Made by a bunch of sober dudes that really captured a whole lot of different sounds of metal and other subgenres of rock and roll while being completely kind of original sounding, melting potty. And not all the concepts hit me. I liked it more for particular moments than I did particular songs. There are particular sounds that stuck out to me. But this is really nice. If this was closed, it would be mixed plaids, just a little too much going on. Yeah. With like a matching tie-in suspenders that are solid, just to really have some consistency to it. I really did like the end of that one a tremendous amount. This had some really nice moments in it. This was not one I would conventionally return to. And but at the end of the day, it's exactly what I want in music discovery. You know? Like, you don't walk into everything and you like it. You don't like everything and you like it the first time. But I think if you can learn to appreciate parts of music that you don't necessarily like, you get better at liking the music that you really do enjoy. I think it kind of like with math, all skills are like, you know, all lessons are kind of transferable. And, you know, kind of like, you know, skill sets like guitar. You can practice a lot of different ways. No amount of practicing in different directions is going to be bad. It's all going to help you overall. And yeah, this had some crazy parts to it. The drummer, I definitely think, was MVP of this band. Music is what math sounds like. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Probably, actually, like, if we want to be mega literal about it, factual. But, guys, that was an experience to say the least. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.